这边呢是一个景点，等于是一个私人的庄园，现在变成一个博物馆。然后它这边有很多这个人的一些藏品啊，大家可以看，非常值得来，很好拍照。我发现墨西哥很好拍照的一个地方，到处都是比较很漂亮，看到吗？而且很多细节，非常的漂亮，非常的漂亮。大家看，超级漂亮。看吗？上面还有一个太阳。大家看，上面还有两个。
It was owned by an important person 400 years ago, one of the mayors of the city. When the owners bought the house in 2000, this was the house. John was working as the president and the CEO for a company in technology and communications. He says that he bought the house to meet his retirement.
非常好看。它这边呢，等于是一个你不可以乱走，要他一定带你走。
Sometimes they stay one day, sometimes they stay 1 week. That's why we have the doors that's like the room we show you, which are also very beautiful. Does she go to school that age?
Yeah, metropolis.
She's very able to go to school. Hola. My food is so here. I get one. This is the first room. The house is not a museum because the pieces owners have a collection. They are not protected by pieces of glass to say not touching. Or the house is not protected by, like, for example, a piece of rope that it says to not get close to the pieces. John and Dorian Venator, they like the people to be closer to the pieces they have in collection. The owner's first purchase is the little hat that you see here, the little sombrero. It's the owner's first piece for the collection. John Venator bought it in 1964 when he was 18. Many people ask the owners why they like Mexican folk art, because they are not Mexicans. And the owner says that for him it's like the artistic patrimony of the country. He likes it because his grandmother and his mother were collectors too. That's why he continues the tradition. When I was a kid at home, like my friend's age, like Lolita, my mom, she talked to me always in Maya. That's why my mother language is to speak Maya. I went to school. I didn't really like to go, but I went anyhow. That's careful, friend, with that. Yeah, and that's where I learned to speak Spanish.
超级的漂亮，这个点就是一个私人的博物馆。哇塞！
It has an inside shower and an outside shower. All is decorated. Todo está decorado. Because the owners say it's like an addiction to be a collector. They cannot only see something they like without buying it for the collection. Let's see more. Vamos a ver más. When the owner started this collection in 1964, he started like a normal collector.
看一下有钱人家的厕所，我靠！有钱人家的厕所就是那种超级大豪宅，超级大豪宅。谁知道这是什么果子？好大一个！看到吗？
That it looks like an apple, and we don't eat the fruit. It's not edible. What we use it is to be a plate or to be a glass. We cut the fruit in half, We have to boil the shells to be easier to scrape the fruit out. Then we dry off the shells like 2 or 3 days, and then it's what we use to be a plate. It's what we use to be a glass.
Yeah.
The native people, amigos, they still use it to drink water, to be a plate. It's also very good to be like a scale to weigh something. The fruit is real. When the people see the tree and the fruits, they ask me, "Is that true? Is that real?" This is another part of the house, amigos. It's like the second room. It's also the same. You see the same furniture. It's like the first one that we have visited. What changes in this room is the decoration that we have never seen alive, but we believe it exists. We call it Nahual. It's a representation of a shaman or maybe a midwife who at night transforms in the body of an animal.
And how old is he right now?
Who? The owner?
The owner, yeah.
80. We have a lot of pieces to show you the way the Mexicans believe when a person dies. As I was telling you, the Mexicans say when a person dies, it's not the ending of the life. If you see the musicians that play the instruments here, they give you the idea that the life continues when you passed away, because the same musicians we see here, they are playing the instruments here. This type of art, we call it Tree of Life, Árbol de la Vida. We go to see how is one of the bedrooms upstairs. We have visited the rooms down, but we have to show you how it's all decorated upstairs.
Does the owner have any children?
No, they don't have children.
Okay.
That's why they have a house like this.
I see.
If they have a kid in their house, oh my goodness, in maybe 1 year or less, the kids, they destroy them.
Gonna be sold.
But the owners say that doesn't mean that they don't like the kids. When the people come to see the house with their kids, they have the question, they say, "Can we come inside?" And say, "Of course. Can we come with the kids inside?" It comes to my brain the answer to say it, but I don't say it. No lo digo. I just like, see, you can come in. Yeah, because if I say yes, but your kids, they stay outside.
I tried
真
one
的
time,
非
but it
常
was
的
not
漂
good
亮
and was
非
the
常的漂亮
bacalao.
What was it?
Was the tacos with the chicken, burrito with chicken. No, I didn't like it at all.
Because John and Dorian don't have something painted by Frida Kahlo. That's why this room is in honor to her. Frida Kahlo, the Mexican painter, was born in 1907 in Mexico City. She died when she was 47 in 1954. 2 years after she died, her husband, Diego, donated the house where they were living to the Mexican government. That's why now the Mexican house in Mexico City it's become a house museum, and its name is La Casa Azul. When Frida Kahlo was born, she had one of her legs longer than the other one because of a disability we call poliomyelitis. According to her biography, to hide that disability, she had to wear always long dresses. That's why you always see her presented as a person who wears long dresses.
So apparently the owner is rich.
No, not apparently, friend.
Exactly.
The owner is rich.
So what was his career or job? What did
Maybe
he do?
when before to
Was
start
he
to
a
work.
businessman or
He was a businessman.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a businessman for a company of technology and communications. When technology was starting, to be
I
for
see.
computing, to have internet, things like that.
Okay. 这一套应该700万美元跑不掉。700万。
And John Benator says we don't want the house to be like a restaurante or to be a hotel. They like the people to see the house. That's why they like it more to be a museum. You know, when it's a museum, everybody can go. Like the rich, the poor, the known, the unknown people. But when it's like a famous hotel, only the ones who are rich, they can get in. And the owner says that's not fair because we like the people. Mom says because when I go to Valladolid, I never see the tourists with their kids. And it was because Valladolid was becoming to be touristic. Now Valladolid is more touristic. You can see the tourists with their kids, like their babies. And that's it, like the normal life. Sometimes when the people come to see the house, they ask me, do the owners use the kitchen? Not anymore because of the owner's age. When Dorian Benator was alive and the owners were alive, they used all these parts of the house. But now because we only have one person, just the owner, just one, just John Benator living here, that's why the kitchen, as you see, is just like decorated to show it. Let me show you this part of the house. This is the owner's dining room. Here is the owner's dining room that is very beautiful, decorated too. The chairs in the dining room, as you see, they have the faces of the people who have made history in our country, Mexico. Like the Mexican painter Diego Rivera, who was Frida Kahlo's husband. Ancho Villa and Emiliano Zapata participated against Porfirio Diaz in the years of the Mexican Revolution. This guy that we see here, his name was, his real name is Mario Moreno. His artistic name is Cantinflas. He was a Mexican comedian. The plates, they have the logo of the house too, La Casa de los Venados. There is a chandelier above the dining room table that's made by the artisan Mario Lopez, who is from Pátzcuaro, Michoacán. What do you think about the house? It's a lot to see, huh? Many people ask me, how can they live in a house like this without renting anything? They don't live in the whole house, because only one little room is official.
这个有点恐怖，这边好多很恐怖的东西。
They have been collected. It's the same image that you see there. And as I was telling you, when we started the guided tour, it's not a formal museum, it's not a gallery, it's not a business, but the owners like the people to see it. We hope one day you have the chance to see more Casa de los Venados. We hope one day the owner allows us to show you how is the bedroom upstairs. Because now the guided tour is to be, as you see, showing you the rooms.
It's enough already. It's enough already. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Exactly. And if you show, for example, me, in my personal opinion, I think if we show you like the whole house, like the 100%, today we hope you can come to see Casa de los Venados again. Every day, Casa de los Venados is open for 5 guided tours. We do the first guided tour at 10 a.m. We have the second guided tour at 11:30. We do guided tours at 1 p.m., at 2 p.m., and the last guided tour is at 3 p.m. Okay? We thank you for helping us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for bringing the baby.
Okay, hola, mucho gusto.
It's English, sir.
Well, welcome. I hope
Hola.
you tour of the house.
Yeah.
As you figured out, it's not
So
a
beautiful, stunning.
Not a formal museum.
Yeah.
We're not a business. We just open the house every day to raise money for local charities.
See.
So thank you very much for helping less fortunate people. Cameras, I hope you took lots of pictures.
Yeah, plenty.
Restrictions. And David can give you some suggestions of other places here in Valladolid that you might enjoy seeing.
Okay.
So, welcome to Valladolid.
我发现我选地方真的是选太对了。这个博物馆呢是私人收藏，我看过最漂亮的一个博物馆，大家一定要来。这个城市已经有2个，我觉得大家一定要来的，一个是那个 Snodde， 还有一个是这个博物馆。